different places, Florida and Georgia there, and it was just a great time in the Lord. And God was speaking a word to our hearts and our spirits. And the word that I shared on Friday nights, just briefly. I try to keep the rules.
Try to keep the rules.
The rule is, most times you get up and get down in about 20 minutes or something like that.
That's good, Bishop.
But some people don't understand that. And
Well,
so
don't keep the
they
rules.
have to keep their rule. But you know how I am. If you break the rule too many times here, you won't get up no more.
You don't do that. Break the
Until you
rules.
learn the rule, amen, and be able to follow things. But we ministered the word that night. God had dropped the word in my spirit, and I was out in the church last couple of weeks ago, and I was listening to the radio when the preacher was preaching. And what I want to minister on today, and I thought, I was thinking that, everybody was David this and David that. So I said, should I write David on this piece of paper right here? And so I could say David. But the thing about that was, I understand, as I heard the word of the Lord came from different people this morning, that I understand that this is the word of the Lord for the body of Christ today. That I have today is the word of the Lord for the body of Christ. And it touches everything everybody has said.
All right.
Because what I want to tell you that what is lacking in the church, the reason that you don't feel like you can kill your giant. Can I talk to you this morning?
Come on.
The reason that the body as a whole don't believe that they can kill their giants, and because the reason they don't overcome their enemies, is because they have no consistency.
Well,
That's true.
come on.
True.
Now let that sink just a little bit. They have no consistency in their life. If you know anything about boxing, I like to watch boxing. You know anything about boxing is if somebody is going up to fight the champion, they're going to be consistent every day in the gym.
In their training, absolutely.
In their training. They're going to be consistent in what they eat or they don't eat. They're going to be consistent in what they do, prophets, every day. Because they have one mindset, is they want to beat the champion. Come on. And so when they do, I just watched somebody the other day, last name is Fury, is the name of this guy. And he fought somebody that was the undisputed light heavyweight champion. And trust me, the undisputed light heavyweight champion should have beat him.
Well,
But he overlooked him.
Overlooked him.
Come on.
The devil is in the dictator.
And in the 7th round of this undisputed world championship, this guy, Fury, knocked this guy out. Come on. And they were talking about it even last night on TV. And they said, what do you think the next fight would be like? And they said, what really happened was the champion looked past him. Because that guy just fought a few fights and stuff, and never wasn't really heard of. Come on. But he was consistent every day in the gym with one vision, one purpose, to beat the champion. Amen. You realize David was consistent watching the sheep killing the lion, killing the bear. David was consistent killing the giant. And even when he was 70 years old, he was still consistent going out to war to fight him. Come on. Consistency is what will get you to kill your giant. Amen.
The one time he was
Come on.
consistent.
The only time he wasn't consistent, when he should have been fighting with the kings.
Right? The time when kings
Should have been at war, David was on top of the house. Amen.
And what did he
And got in trouble.
Yeah. There you go.
Consistency. I want to talk to you today about consistency. And the scripture I'm going to use is a lot of it's in Daniel. And to tell you the story about Daniel, everybody knows the story about Daniel when the king brought all the children of the children of Israel, the people from Daniel and Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego, all the people into the city there, into his kingdom. He wanted people who had wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And so Daniel was one of those guys. And in this scripture, in the first chapter of Daniel, they put him in a place and they was taking care of him. They was going to feed him and take care of him and get him and strengthen them and get them looking good, because, you know, they might have been starving, they might have been hungry, they might have been a lot of things, but they wanted to make sure that when they go before the king, they're going to look good. Amen? They want to present something that's worthy of something before the king. So here we are in first chapter of Daniel. It talks about how the keeper of the prisoner, the keeper of Daniel and them, they came to him and he said, here's what we're going to do. We want you to eat of the king's meat. And Daniel said, I'm not going to eat that. I will not defile myself with the king's meat. I will not do that. Right. And the man was so afraid that if they didn't do that, they would look worse, and when the king would get him for it. So Daniel had to make a little agreement with him. He said, look, let us do it 10 days. 10 days may not be when we're going to go before the king, but let us do it 10 days, and then look and see how we look.
Yeah, trial run.
And if we don't look better than they look, we'll do something else. And so when they brought him, after they done that, they realized how Daniel and looked and everything. So they brought him to the king, in the presence of the king. It's in Daniel chapter 1. We're going to go to verse 19. And the king communed with them, and among all was found none like Daniel, Meshach, and Abednego. Therefore stood they before the king. And in the matters of wisdom and understanding, that the king inquired of them, that he found them 10 times better than all the musicians, astrologers, and all that was in his realm. But then here's what happened. Well, it said, and Daniel, verse 21, and Daniel continued he continued not to eat of the king's meat.
Right.
Listen to me. He continued, he was consistent not to eat of the king's meat. And he said he done it all the way to the first year of King Cyrus.
To the first year of King Cyrus.
And I read that to say this right here. Consistency is what helped Daniel in the lion's den.
Yes, it was.
Consistency is what kept the Hebrew boys from smelling like smoke. Amen.
Right.
You need to understand this morning. And consistency is what's going to bring you out of what you're at right now. That some people struggle every week. Some people struggle every week to make it, to stay victorious, to stay an overcomer. Every week they struggle. But the reason why they don't do what it takes consistently.
That's right.
Amen.
Come on. It's true.
It's an everyday.
It's an everyday thing.
Every day.
You don't think you just naturally quit eating. Just quit eating. Just make your mind that today you're not going to eat nothing else. And we'll probably bury you in a couple of
We
weeks.
buried you in a month or.
Come on. If you be consistent in not eating, you'll starve.
You'll starve.
But if you be consistent in eating, you'll be strong.
That's right. Eating the right things.
This is what y'all preach one day. Don't you?
Yeah, yes it is.
This is what y'all was saying too.
How to slay the giant. 101.
101. And so you see what happens is this right here. If you read the scripture, you said he fought another giant.
He fought another giant.
Daniel went before another king.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
It's not a one-time
Come on.
win.
It's not a one-time thing. But if Daniel would have got lazy,
You got to
listen to
defend
me.
that belt.
If Daniel, Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego would have got lazy and said, well, that king's meat looked pretty good. You know, we done proved to him we look better than everybody else. We're smarter than everybody else. And he done give us some positions already.
10 days.
Come on. You can lose your position,
You
amen.
can lose your position.
You get sloppy, you can lose your position. But if you read on in Daniel, you realize that there came a time that Daniel was put over the whole ring.
Yes.
Over everybody.
Yes.
Except the king.
Except the king.
Daniel was put over everybody. You say, well, if I do what's right and keep doing what's right and keep doing what's right, are they promotion after promotion after promotion in the Lord? They are. They are. They are.
Level to level.
Will everybody like you? They won't.
No, they will not everybody like you.
All your people you hang around may want you to prosper, but they don't want you to prosper too much.
You're right. That's right.
Oh. That's
You're
the
right.
way it works sometimes.
Oh, your biker friend might want you to get a Harley, but they don't want you to get one better than theirs. Come on.
Well,
Oh, my smart bike people might want I might want them all to get a smart mic, but do I want them to get a better one than mine?
Yes.
Come on.
Yes. Get what they
That's
get
what,
for.
but see, that's what Daniel got appointed over everybody.
Yeah.
When he got appointed over everybody, everybody didn't like it.
Not everybody likes it.
No.
Come on. What do you believe this or not? Everybody don't want you to prosper in God.
No.
No.
They want you
Come on.
to stay down and out.
Everybody, what do you believe this or not? Everybody don't want Royal Praise Ministries and Royal Priesthood Ministry to grow.
That's true.
That's right.
Come on. That's right. They're jealous.
Jealous.
They don't want us to be bigger than them. They don't want us to be stronger than them. They don't want us to be more anointed than them.
It's not a
But it ain't up to them. It's up to God. Amen. So God put Daniel in a place over all the realm there. And some people got mad at him. They said, we gotta
We
do
got to get rid
something.
of that dude.
We gotta do something.
We got to do something.
Let's find out something wrong with him. Can you believe this? Somebody asked me, told me one time, he said, you don't even act like you do anything wrong. I said, I don't practice wrong.
Now don't practice doing anything wrong.
I practice doing what's right.
And if you know it ain't right, don't do
Come
it.
on. If you know something's not right, don't do it.
Don't do
Amen.
it. Don't do it.
Come on. Probably all these princes and all these guys in the kingdom was holding a little money under the table and all this kind of stuff. But Daniel didn't do any of that stuff.
Daniel did not do.
You know? And so what it said, we got to find something wrong with Daniel. And they said it looked
Yeah.
high and low.
Yeah.
Searched it out.
Searched him out, watched him. And it said they could not find nothing.
Come on.
How many? Oh, Holy Ghost, thank you, Jesus. I hear another man standing saying, the prince of this world is coming after me.
And he has no part.
But he had no part in it.
He has no part.
Jesus wasn't worried when he said the prince was coming after me because he knew there wasn't nothing in
He
him.
knew there was no.
Come on. Daniel wasn't worried about him looking. He knew they were checking him out. He knew they were trying to find something. You know who likes you and who don't.
Usually, yeah.
You be around for a while, you know exactly.
Usually you do.
I told him down at the church the other day, like this Friday. I said, if you're my friend, you're my friend. If you ain't, you ain't. It's just,
Just
and I
that way.
ain't gonna pretend you are.
Just that way.
You know, I don't like everybody. I love everybody, but I don't like everybody.
Some personalities don't fit.
Yeah.
You hear me? Ain't it true, brother?
Some personalities
There's some people I don't like, but I love them because Jesus said I gotta love them. Amen. And the thing about that is, we realized that they didn't like Daniel. Daniel knew they didn't like him, so they said a thing. Said the only way we can get him. I wish this was me, and I hope it is. The only way we can get him is if we can get something that he'll do against somebody else's God or against his God or something.
If we find a way through
If we
the
find a way through his God to get him, amen. So they made a decree. Do you know what? When somebody comes against a righteous person, they have to start it with a lie.
Yeah.
All right. That rule had not existed before.
Yeah. Come on.
They have to start it with a lie. And you know what all the princes did? They went to the king and started pumping him up, how good he was, how great he was, how much they loved him, how much they cared about him, all this kind of stuff. And then you know what it said? We all, the princes of the realm, got together.
Yeah.
And we all feel like this. Daniel wasn't there.
No.
Yep. Wasn't there.
The Chief Justice wasn't there. Amen. Come on.
He wasn't there.
He wasn't there in that meeting when they done that. Because if it had been in that meeting when they done that, it wouldn't have been done. Come on.
Be careful when people
Come
start
on.
flattering you too much.
And so flattered him right in the sign of the tree. He said, anybody that prays to any God besides praying towards the king in 30 days, the Bible says, let me just ask you a question. I'm going to check you today. If you knew tomorrow you were going to die, literally, you laid down this body tomorrow, what would you do? I told him that you'll probably get a laugh out of this too. I said, I probably won't, at a church today, go eat go take a nap so I can watch American Idol tonight.
Eat a Ferrero Rocher.
And you say, Bishop, you mean you wouldn't pray from right now till in the morning? I prayed till this morning.
No. My life is hid with Christ in God already.
If you feel like, I'm not just talking to this local church now, I'm talking to everybody going to hear this. If you feel like you would have to do something extraordinary,
And you need
You
to
ain't
do
in the right
it.
place.
then you need to do it now.
You need to go ahead and do it. Because there's
And you need to
something lying.
consistently do it
Yes.
There's something
because
lying.
you don't know when
You don't know when.
you're going to leave here.
That is true.
And that's consistency means something.
Yes, it does.
I live right.
I'm right.
I've been bought by the blood of Jesus, amen. I've been following Christ for 47 years, amen.
Living is right.
Trying to do the best I can do, be the best I can be. And people get mad at you when you try to do that. But the thing about that, if God told me right now, you're going to come to be with me in the morning, I'll probably hug and kiss all my babies and everything tonight. But I wouldn't do nothing special tonight because I've laid my life down for the Lord. Can somebody say that with me this morning? In consistency, Paul said, I present you, brother, that you present your body as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. It ain't something that you do today and don't do it tomorrow.
It's a day in, day out.
But it's an everyday thing.
Every day.
And people preach about Daniel, and you know what they said? They said Daniel just, when he heard what was done, he just swelled up, blessed God, and got his righteous indignation up, and he went in and throwed that window up. Didn't say that.
No,
It don't say that.
didn't say that.
The Bible don't say, let me tell you what the Bible says it is.
Yes. Television.
I think it's over in 6, I believe it is. It said in 6 and 10, it said, now when Daniel knew, here's really what it said. When Daniel knew that if he prayed, he'd die.
That is really what.
That's really what it said.
That's really what it means.
When Daniel knew that decree could not be changed,
Right.
because the Persians and all that, they made him do it that way, so it couldn't be changed. When Daniel knew that the decree had been signed, the writing had been signed, he went into his house, and his window already being open.
Being open, his windows being open.
Come on, somebody said, well, I would just go and get raped. I would, in a big way, I would do.
No.
You doing all that ego and all that pride and stuff, you'll be eaten by the lions in the morning,
That's
amen.
exactly right.
But you realize if they couldn't find nothing in Daniel, the devil ain't gonna find nothing in Daniel, so he's okay. You understand what I'm saying? You preach, Richard, you're preaching something you don't live. I try my best to live.
I do my best to live.
While they hands on somebody trying to cast the spirit out of it, I don't want to hear that spirit say, Jesus, I know, and Paul, I know, but who are you?
Come on.
I don't hear that on
When I walk in a room, somebody got a bad spirit, I want that spirit to start crying out. Why you come to torment us before our time?
Come on.
Come on. Come on, I'm talking to you today.
Yeah.
But it takes consistency to do that.
That's right.
It does.
It takes consistency to do that. And so what Daniel said, he said like this right here. He said, and he kneeled, opened the window. The window was open towards Jerusalem. And he prayed and gave thanks before his God as he did aforetime.
He always did.
He just done what he does.
He did what he always did.
Now let me ask you a question. Getting real serious now. If you do what you do,
What you always do.
what you always do,
That's your normal mode.
is it going to be enough? Is it going to be enough? You know, there's a record being kept.
There is. We don't like that, but it is.
Well, if you believe it or not, there's a work chart.
That's right.
Being checked. Every man according to his own works.
Right?
Come on. Your consistency means something.
Yes, it does.
Didn't you say, well, I got saved? Hey, well, I'll tell you what, it don't make me mad, but it bothers me for people. Is that people would come to church they will get saved. They would pray the sinner's prayer and get saved and give their life to the Lord. And if they're sick, they start getting better. And they'll come to church one day or 2 days. And then they'll be out a week or 2 weeks. Then they'll come back, and every time you see them come back, and they come a couple times, you see them getting better. Come on. Now this is just maybe just the way I think, but if I do something today and it helps me,
Come on.
I'm going to do it tomorrow.
I'm going to do it tomorrow.
And the next day, the next day, the next day.
Absolutely.
It's,
Make it a mode of life.
you know how you lose weight? Consistent.
Yes.
If you do it the right way.
We know.
Somebody said, tell me the best diet. I'm going to tell you the best diet. The best diet you ever have is if you consistently burn more calories than you take in.
Help us, Lord.
You know how you can get bigger and bigger and bigger? You consistently take more in than you burn.
True.
Yeah.
Because them people laying in the bed that weigh 600 pounds, they still gaining weight. They ain't eating up but a cracker a day, but they ain't doing nothing.
That's right.
They ain't picking their hand up. They got to do something consistently to work. Amen.
Amen.
David couldn't have killed Goliath. He hadn't killed the giant in the barn. He already tried himself. He knows what would work. And when that man came to help David that day, David didn't jump up and say, hey, I'm the king. I'll kill that.
No, he didn't.
No.
He said, get him, son. Get him.
He was glad.
Help me.
Yeah.
And so here we are. David just done what he usually does.
He did what he normally did.
Come on.
And you know what? They thought they had him.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I knew he was going to do it.
You might go to bed tonight and the devil think he got you.
He predicts your good things that you do.
Look what he's done. Look.
We see what he's doing, gonna
You
track
know what?
him.
The Sadducees was sad because they couldn't see them boys in jail the next day.
That's right.
Not because,
Sad, you see.
that's why they sad, you see. Not just because they didn't believe in the resurrection of Christ, it's because every time they tried to get somebody that was consistent in Christ,
That's
they
right.
kept getting away.
Amen. That's right. Amen.
Come on, you want to make the devil mad? Get consistent in doing for Christ what you should be doing for Christ.
That's right.
Come on. Well, every time you think you got you in the corner, there'll be a door or something open up and you'll back on out of it. Amen. Because you do consistently what it takes.
Amen.
Come on. I thought that was so nice. It was so good when Brother Kim said that. Because you hear that. You hear what he said. He said this right here. He said, they came to the temple. Y'all shouldn't be not preaching that in the temple. We put you in prison. The next day they come to look to the church and have a little meeting again in the temple. And they said, go get them boys. Them boys already here. They're already here. You can't keep a consistent person down. You understand? You cannot keep a consistent person down. There's a Bible story in Luke chapter, Luke somewhere. Talks about a wicked judge
Yeah.
that didn't fear God, didn't have no respect for no men. That's what it said.
That's what it said.
But a widow woman came and said, avenge me of my adversary. Come on, set me free from this thing that's holding me bound, amen, and bothering me and coming at me. Set me free. And he said, hey, get away from me.
Get out of my face. No.
Get out of my face. I don't know you're God, and I don't feel you're God, and I don't respect nobody. Just get away from me. But how many people know the next day she knocked on the door again?
There she
Amen.
was again.
The next day she knocked on the door again, and after a while, the judge told her and said, okay. Told his little helper, said, okay, I'm going to have to do that for her. He said, why? He said, because she ain't never going to leave me alone. Come on.
Consistency.
She's going to be consistent until I do. Can I tell you today, don't give up on God. Be consistent towards God and let God bring victory in your life. Amen. Yeah, but I've asked God to do that. He ain't done it. I've asked him to do that. He ain't done it. Ask him again. Ask him again. Ask him again. You know that Bible scripture said, ask and it shall be given. Knocking it shall be open, seeking it you shall find. It don't mean ask one time, knock one time, seek one time. It means you ask until you get an answer. You seek until you find it. You knock until it's open, bless God. That's consistency.
Amen.
Come on.
Without ceasing.
You know the people walking around in this world, in the United States, even in Kings Mountain, Providence, Cherville, all these places. And so I can't find a job. It's because they went somewhere and asked somebody for a job and they said, we ain't hiring. So they went back and said, I ain't got a job because I can't find one. Well, you just look for one. They meeting out there, but you have to be consistent to go get a job. Amen. To be consistent to go get a job. Let me just say this, and them boys got out of prison. And then they sent them, when they got out of prison there, you know what they done? They went right back where they were because they were consistent.
Yeah.
That's right.
They found him in the temple again. They took him again. And the man was sense, a wise man. Told him, y'all better not mess with that. It might be God. So they beat him and put him out again. Don't you say another word. And then you know what they did? They started a revival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because maybe before then, all they was doing was on the Sabbath day, going to the temple. But after that, it daily. You stay consistent, and what's in you is going to get bigger than.
Yeah. Amen. Amen.
You want more. You want more than just going to church on Sunday morning. You want more than just going to church on Tuesday night. You want more. If you stay consistent and feel the Spirit of God, my God, you start getting some victories. You get locked up in. The great thing about that is, here's to the two guards. They got him. They got him. When they come and say, get him, and they open the door to get him.
Yeah.
They open the door. We don't got him.
Come on.
Because they say they found the guard standing outside the door locked.
Yeah.
But they were gone. It wasn't that God opened the door and took them in. It was God took them through the door.
Yeah. All the way out.
All the way out to the. Let me tell you some consistent stuff. Consistency means the achievement of a level of performance that does not vary greatly over time. You know, the Galatians got right with the Lord.
Yeah. But then.
They were doing good. But then they had trouble. And Paul came and said, oh, foolish Galatians. Don't you know how you got right? Don't you know how you got that victory?
Yeah.
Don't you know how you got off of alcohol? Don't you know how you put those drugs down? Don't you know how that fear left your life? And now you think something else is going to do it for you? It won't. It won't. You need to know where you came from. You need to know what God has done in your life. You need to know the achievements that God has brought you from here to there. If you've been brought from here to there, 1 foot, if you've been brought 1 foot from the devil's kingdom, stay consistent right there.
Amen.
Doing what it took to get you from there to there. You say, I just got saved. I just feel the Holy Ghost. But I got saved, I was so happy. Was you so happy when you got saved? And I want to tell everybody. Yeah, I want to just tell everybody. I still want to tell everybody. I'm consistent.
Amen.
People say, oh, you know, when we got saved, and you see you young people getting the shouting and hooping and hollering and stuff like that. They say, well, you know, you'll get over that. I ain't got over it.
Come on.
Come on.
No.
I love to hoop and holler and shout and preach like that and run around. But we need that in our life. The way in which a substance, typically a liquid, holds together, that's consistency. And what will hold your life together. Can I tell you this today? I'm going to hit you in just a minute. Just a few things I want you to hear. I'm getting why I'm preaching too long, I guess. But you know what? If I get consistent about it, y'all get it. And when y'all get consistent about here, it won't bother y'all. Amen?
Come on, preach, brother.
It's true. It's true. The thing that holds it together is your consistency.
Yeah.
If you look through the scripture, I'll just show you a consistent thing. Naaman had leprosy.
Yeah.
Some little lady, a maid or something, told Said, oh, I wish the master was over where the prophet was. But I know he'd help him.
Come on.
So Naaman, see, this salvation is free, folks.
It's free.
So Naaman loaded up some donkeys and stuff with a bunch of stuff, but he wanted to pay for something.
Yeah.
He wanted to present something to get something. Come on. But you know what? All God wants you to do is just break the alabaster box.
Right.
Just break the box. Amen.
Break who you are.
Just break who you are. Here I am. You know who I am. So Naaman went over there. The servant went in, and the prophet didn't come out and send a servant out. Told me, Naaman said, well, you go down and dip 7 times in Jordan River, and you'll be made clean, white as snow. You'll be just like a baby.
Wouldn't take Naaman's stuff, no pay.
And wouldn't take his stuff. Naaman got mad. Don't get mad, get consistent.
Amen. Amen.
Amen?
Amen.
So the servant said, you know, he hated to speak up. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he did. Well, he probably seen Naaman do some bad stuff to people over the years. He said, well, you know, naturally, if he would have told you to do some great thing,
Come on.
you'd have just been right at to do it. So Naaman went. How many people ever sung in the Sunday school class? Naaman went down to the river.
Naaman went down to the river to dip.
Dip.
Naaman went down to the river to dip.
How many people know out of one dip he wasn't clean?
No.
Naaman went down to the river to dip.
2 he wasn't, 3 he wasn't, 4 he wasn't, 5 he wasn't. But you know what? He consistently dipped.
Amen.
And all his sins were
Until he
washed
dipped 7
away,
times.
washed away.
Consistency.
Amen.
You can't. Don't stop doing what's got you right.
Come on.
Stop doing what you need to
Don't
do.
stop doing what you know to keep you right.
Yes.
You read the scripture, it's in the, I'll give you the scripture, but, and read that about 2 Kings, about 5 and 14. I started writing this down, and I was so amazed. Most of these scriptures are in the 5th chapter somewhere. Out of about 7 things I wrote down, 4 or 5 of them is in the 5th chapter somewhere, and 5th means grace. It will take grace
Amen.
To be consistent.
to be consistent.
Yes,
Amen.
it does.
That's right.
You know?
It does.
Do you think you're the honest person on Sunday morning that feels bad?
When it's church time.
When church time comes? The devil tries to make all of us feel bad on Sunday morning.
That's right.
If you ain't done running out of your house on Saturday night. Come on. But it's true. We all got flesh. And some of us flesh is older than it used to be. And it feels a lot different, more things now than it used to do.
Yeah.
Come on. It still does, don't it? And he said, you know, he dipped 7 times and got clean. Enoch, walk with God.
Uh-huh.
That's all you hear about it. You hear 2 things about Enoch. He walked with God and was not, for God took him.
He had testimony.
You know how many years he lived? 365 years. I said that's a year for every day of the year.
That's right.
If we walk with it, I'm gonna say it like this. This is so cute. I think. Just think if you would be consistent. From the 8th day, March the 8th, 2020, in doing everything that you know to do, in your living, in your giving, in your praying, in your fasting, and everything you know to do, to 4/8/20. What will you do? You might have a testimony that you please God.
Yeah. Well.
That's the other thing you hear about here.
Yeah.
Just 1
Yeah.
month.
That's the other thing you hear about here. Over in Hebrew, it said, but he had this testimony that he pleased God.
Thank
Yeah.
God.
Consistent. God, see, we think, well, I went to church this Sunday. Well, that's great. I'm glad you're here. I'm so glad everybody's
I'm
here.
glad everyone is here.
God's glad you're here, but he wants you here next week too.
That's right.
And he wants you here on Tuesday night if you possibly can. Some people work, I understand. We
Sometimes
understand.
things come up.
God understands. But in his walking, he had a testimony to please God. Let me look on it. And David said this right here. I will bless, that's in 5:24. And David said, I will bless the Lord at all times. Consistency. You need to be where you can praise God all the time, no matter what you're going through. We really think we got something when we get up and give a praise testimony and a praise report and give God some glory whenever we're not sick, we've got plenty of money and all that stuff's going good for. We really think we're doing something. But then when we get in trouble and situations happen in our life and everything, we cry and mourn. That ain't consistency.
Not consistent.
Consistency, let me just say it like this. Well, for no other reason that God gave Jesus was to come to a place that we could come to a place that we would not be conformed to this world,
Right.
but be transformed
Yeah. Amen.
by the renewing of your mind,
Renewing of your mind.
that you might prove what is a good and acceptable perfect will of God in Christ Jesus.
Walking.
And if we do that,
Yeah.
it's going to be something that we do consistently every day.
That's right.
Every day. You have to pray. Every day. You say, well, and people get this mentality, well, I give my tithes this week. Well, you don't got no tithes anyway. But if you give the Lord's tithes this week and you don't give it next week and you give it don't give it the next, you ain't consistent.
That's lack of consistency.
You got to have consistency in your life. You say, I really had a good prayer time this morning, and it's the first time I prayed in a week. Well, you ain't consistent.
Come on.
Come on. The Bible said, Paul said this. He said that you forsake not the assembling of yourself together, even the more as you see the time approaching.
Amen. Amen.
I'm glad every time you come to church. And I'm not beating you today. I'm just telling you the truth. Consistency will bring you deliverance in your life.
Yes, it will.
Consistency will bring you healings in your life. Consistency will kill the giants in your life. And not only will it kill giants in your life, it'll keep giants away from your life. Consistency in God
Amen. Amen.
will do something in your life
That's right.
that inconsistency don't.
That inconsistency.
You know, I'm thrilled to laugh when people get saved and filled with the Spirit. I am. And when they start getting in church and they get the Word and they're growing up in God, that tickles me, man. That just tickles me to life. It don't tickle me to death. It tickles me to life today. You understand that? But when I see people come and they get something and they don't do it, and they'll stay away and they'll come back a month later and they're in trouble again. That ain't what the church ain't for. That the church is to get you in the house of God and get you some consistency in your life.
So you can grow up.
You know why people's marriages fall apart? They ain't no consistency. It's true. It's really true. Well, I kissed her this morning before I left, but you ain't kissed her in 4 weeks. I told her I love her this morning before I left. Well, when's the last time you told her you love her? Oh, when she bought me something.
Well,
Oh. Consistency. Can I tell you? And the worst in the world thing is raising children. Consistency.
That's right. Amen.
You know, when I was little, my daddy said, don't go out of the house. He better not find me out of the house. Because if he did, he beat the fire out of me. You say, well, yeah, if you can't beat the fire out of nobody anymore. No, you can't.
you find other ways.
You find other ways, but you're consistent in whatever way.
Whatever way
You do.
be consistent.
And that's the way we are. But we need to be consistent in everything in our life. In your family life. Let me just say this, and I'll try to close. Now, this is first, I believe. You go to work every day.
That's right.
That's right.
You ain't gonna get in trouble.
You know why you go to work every day? It ain't because you love that job.
Yeah.
Say amen.
Amen.
Some people do. Some people really they need to be in it. I love my job too.
Yeah.
I love what I did.
But you know what? There were times in my life I didn't love my job.
Times I didn't want it to go.
But I knew if I didn't go to my job,
I knew if I didn't be
if I went on Monday and stayed out on Tuesday, and went on Wednesday and stayed out on Thursday, then when to get to my paycheck, I'd be surprised. she wasn't consistent in going to work. But most people are consistent going to work, you know. They make that effort to go to work. You know, consistency is what's going to.
Consistency has a payday.
If we change the world, no, let me change that. I just got checked by the Spirit. As we change the world from darkness to His marvelous kingdom of light, it will be because we live consistently in the light.
Amen.
I believe that.
If we in and out, the world will be in and out. It will never change.
Come on.
You say, I live right in front of my kids for all of my life, and they're going crazy. Just keep living it.
That's right.
Just keep living it.
That's right.
He's on time, God. He may not be on our time, but He's on time. Amen. And He'll do what He said He's going to do. The promise of God, yes, amen, in Christ Jesus. I encourage you. I told him this in Clayton, and I said it right here. I said, follow me as I follow Christ.
Paul said it.
You say, you can't say that. Well, my brother Paul did.
Yeah.
Paul said it.
Work for him.
I remember, let me tell you one quick story and let you go. This too, Doc. I may get one for the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost today. But the doctor remember
Be
this.
consistent in
I
that
guess
job.
it will. It might be an early. It might even be earlier than that. We used to have a real big bus, a 40-passenger diesel bus. We went up to Whitwell, Tennessee, to a conference, and while we were there, because there was racists up there on that mountain, we had some black people with us, black brothers and sisters with us, and we went in there to that schoolhouse. They threw rocks at our bus and everything while we were there, and trying to run us off the mountain. Really trying to run us off the mountain. And so, but we went on, had church, had a great time in the Lord, and God just, it ain't like that now, but it was like that then. So we're coming down the mountain, and the bus has a flat. Didn't it, Mama? I can tell you your part of this one, Mama. So we get down to, when we had a flat, so we go into the place, and it was hundreds of dollars for a tire for one of the big buses. I mean, you know, they wasn't dirt cheap tires. Ray knows he deals with tires and stuff. Well, one of the big old diesel buses, it's a good price. So everybody started saying, you know, hi, I said, I'm the bishop, amen. I'm the boss. I'm the deal. And so everybody said, well, we'll just take up. We have 25 people or something like that. We'll just take up and have to pay for the tire. I said, y'all ain't helping me pay for no tire. Just got in a bad way like that right there. And the Lord spoke to me because I always told him, follow me as I follow Christ. And I also said this right here, but don't follow me when I don't follow Christ. So the Lord spoke to me. I don't say that no more. Because I'm going to follow Christ.
Amen.
That's inconsistent if you say, follow me as I follow Christ, but don't follow me when I don't follow Christ. You're making an excuse.
You're making an excuse to not.
But so we got the time and everything going down the world, and I'm hundreds of dollars shorter, lighter than I was. And God spoke that to me. He said, don't tell him that. He said, it's only you're $100 lighter. Because if you'd have told them to follow you as you follow Christ, and they would have followed the example after you get that tire. But you want to stand up and be something. Come on. We got to be consistent in what we're doing. We got that tire fixed. We try to come home. God help us, Jesus. We try to come home. You know anything about 85? You know what it says? Welcome to North Carolina. You ain't in Kings Mountain.
You were not in Kings Mountain at that point.
My dear mother-in-law, that's been my mother-in-law for forever. She may not even remember it.
48 years.
She's a good student.
But she said, oh, I said, welcome to King Mountain. She said, oh, well, if another tire blew, that'd be all, and it blew. Me and Curtis had to walk all the way from there, here. We sat on the side of the road. This man came on the bus while we were walking, trying to give out Budweisers and stuff. They were trying to get beers. It's a church bus. Of course, we did have the Brady Bunch road on the side of it, so they might have thought it was the Hollywood people. But it was, and I thought, well, God, you know, we got to stay consistent, folks. I'm telling you today, you follow me as I follow Christ. Because I'm not going to let you down. I'm not going to let you down. I promise I am not going to let you down. By the grace of God and the power of God that's been invested in me, you live like I live. And you don't have to do nothing extra if he calls you home. You say amen? Can you say amen? Somebody say, you're bragging. Oh, I'm bragging on God. Amen? Because I know where I came from.
Yeah.
I know the devil hell I was in. Amen? And I couldn't stop it. I couldn't give it up. I couldn't get out of it. But Jesus brought me out of it. Amen? And has kept me for 47 years. And give me the plan to help everybody else get out too. And not only me. As Paul said, I'm finishing my course. I've kept the faith. Henceforth, they laid up a crown for me. And not only for me, but for everybody that stays consistent, you'll get that crown of glory. Amen. God bless you. Give all